Hello everyone, so I know it's been a while since I have made a video. It's been about 3 months, so I apologize for the absence. Life just got busy. I do apologize, but I was thinking about making a more, I suppose, a more chill video this time. I was thinking back to my childhood. So I was born in 1996, so I primarily grew up with the PlayStation 2. So that was kind of a staple of my childhood, and there's a lot of games that I can recall that just mean a lot to me, or that I think about often that really defined my childhood. So this is probably going to be a more chill video of me just talking about said games and yeah, and putting some gameplay up in the background as I talk about them. So I have a little list of games that I remember fondly growing up. So first we're going to start with the Ratchet and Clank games. Primarily Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, Up Your Arsenal, and Deadlocked. But we'll start with Up Your Arsenal, since that essentially was the first Ratchet and Clank game that I ever played. So I really, really, really enjoyed this game growing up. I had to have played it at least 10 times, or if not more. I unlocked all the skins, I got all the upgrades. It was just a game that really defined my childhood, and it was a huge staple. Especially the entire series, or at least the first, or at least 3 of the games. I wasn't able to play the first Ratchet and Clank game, so I actually just recently played it. But it's a fun game for what it is. But I think that Going Commando was really when things started to get a lot better, and the game sort of was able to evolve to what it is in the next 2 games. Next, we'll move on to Deadlocked. Now, this one was a bit of a different Ratchet and Clank game. You didn't have Clank on your back, and it wasn't really open world or linear open world. It was just a bunch of arenas that you fought in, but I still enjoyed it. The gameplay was pretty fun. You had your robot sidekicks that would help you out, or partners or whatever. So I love the Ratchet and Clank games, and it was a huge staple in my childhood. Okay, moving on, Jak and Daxter. I played a lot of them, the first 3, but I didn't beat any of them. But regardless, I still really enjoyed them, and as a kid, I tried to connect them with Ratchet and Clank, just because Jak and Ratchet both had big ears. So I tried to connect the two, and then I freaked out when I saw in the menu to one of the Ratchet and Clank games, they were playing one of the Jak and Daxter games. So yeah, again, Jak and Daxter, fun series. I have fond memories playing it, even if I didn't beat any of them. Okay, moving on, King Kong, the movie game. So as a kid, I was a huge King Kong fan, huge King Kong, huge Godzilla fan. And King Kong, the movie game, was, this was back when movie games were peak. I mean, they were great. Mind the airplane. But yeah, they were great, and King Kong the movie game was no exception. It was terrifying, the music was great, the suspense was great. It was kind of like my first, I guess you would call, survival horror sort of game. It was great. You played as Jak, Driscoll, and King Kong himself. And it's weird, with some of these games, they had like alternate endings. One of the games that I'll get to in a minute, Revenge of the Sith, also had an alternate ending. But I always loved the alternate ending to King Kong. It always got me emotional. I don't want to spoil it if you want to play it yourself. But actually, I will spoil it. I'll just say spoiler alert if you want to play it yourself. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So essentially, in the original game and the original, not original movie, because the original movie came out in 33, but the premise of King Kong was he ends up escaping in New York and climbing the Empire State Building, and he is gunned down by airplanes. But in the game, that's pretty much how it goes too. But there's an alternate ending where you switch to Jak, and he's in one of these fighter planes, and you take down the other airplanes, and then essentially Kong is saved, and he's basically shipped back to Skull Island, where he is able to live his life. Which I thought that was a beautiful ending. It shows you flying the plane on the summit of Skull Island. You're like flying around it, and King Kong, does his, woo, it's a beautiful ending, and the music really goes good with it too. It's very emotional. I love King Kong the game. Next, Revenge of the Sith. Now, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. So I saw Revenge of the Sith in theaters opening day as a 9-year-old, and that was just a memory I can't forget. But anyway, in the game, it's essentially a movie version or a game version of the movie with different it's not exactly the same, but I remember playing this game, and oh my gosh, it showed scenes from the actual movie, and it actually came out like a week or two before the actual movie. So I freaked out as like a 9-year-old. I was like, oh my gosh, Mom, it's showing movie or scenes from the movie. And the cut scenes were mostly scenes from the movie, and I thought I was like so cool. But yeah, that game was great. It had a story mode, obviously, and then it had like a dueling mode where you could duel as different Jedi and Sith. You could duel as Vader, as Count Dooku, as Mace Windu, as Sindralig, as Anakin, Obi-Wan, the works. It was really fun, and there's an alternate ending to this game where Obi-Wan's high ground move does not work, and Anakin still bests him, and he ends up offing the Emperor and becoming Darth Vader, fully realized Darth Vader without the suit, and it's a great game. Can't recommend it enough. Next, Simpsons Hit and Run. Now this game I absolutely loved. Again, I did not beat it, but it's still a staple of my childhood. I loved early Simpsons, not really the later ones, but early Simpsons is gold. And so I would play that and just kind of screw around in it and kick people and drive around. And it's all around a super fun game, so can't recommend that enough. Next, Battlefront 1 and 2. So again, another Star Wars. Battlefront 1 was very good. You could play as, well, with both of them, you could play as either the Rebel Alliance, the Galactic Empire, the CIS, or which is the Confederacy of Independent Systems, or the Republic with clone troopers. The only thing is, in the first one, you cannot play as heroes, so you can't play as Mace Windu, you can't play as Darth Vader, Anakin, or Obi-Wan. They do spawn, some of them do spawn on the map, though, and they are pretty much invincible unless you shoot them off a cliff, which I tried multiple times and it did not succeed. Actually, I think I did it once, and I was super proud of myself. But Battlefront 2 is where things really take off, because you could play as all these heroes, and there's actually a specific mode called, I don't remember what it's called, Hero Assault, I think, or something like that. And you're on Mos Eisley, and you could play as the dark or light side. And with the dark side, you had a bunch of characters like Boba Fett, Jango Fett, which is odd. They're not really dark side, they're more just, bounty hunters for hire, but I guess they do serve the bad side. So, but the Emperor, Vader, Count Dooku, General Grievous, and Darth Maul, a bunch of them, Vader, and the light side you had Obi-Wan, Anakin, Mace Windu, Yoda, Aayla Secura, Ki-Adi Mundi, Han Solo, Luke, Leia, and Chewbacca, and a bunch of other people. So Great game. I like it more than the first one, though I do hold a lot of nostalgia for Battlefront 1. It's good game. All I do wish is that you could have played as Veers, General Veers, who was a total BA character. I mean, for the little screen time he had, I am a Veers fanboy, so yeah. I'm also a Boba fanboy, though, so yeah. Next, Tony Hawk's Underground 2. So again, another game I didn't beat. You might be hearing that a lot in this video, but it was another video that I did not beat. But I just like screwing around, creating my character and just doing flips and ollies and all that stuff. And I used to skateboard when I was younger too. But unfortunately I stopped because of an unrelated incident where I broke my leg in an old-fashioned roller skates on the ice. Though I'm not even going to bother explaining, but that kind of turned me off from wheels altogether, aside from bikes. But I think I could have been pretty good if I kept going at it. You know, I'd been skating since I was 4, so yeah. But that game was super fun, and I have a lot of good memories with it. Next, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I'm a big Potterhead, and this game I spent many hours in. Such a great game. It was the first Harry Potter game where you could switch between all 3 characters, Harry, Hermione, and Ron. And for the longest time, I actually did not beat this game. There's a section where there's Hinky Punks, and I think they're Hinky Punks, and Hinky Punks are like these ghosts with these lanterns. But I could not beat it, and I quit the game for a while, and then like a year and a half later, I came back to it and played it and beat it, and I was ecstatic. But yeah, there's memories I will not forget, like being able to ride Buckbeak, the hippogriff, around the school grounds and discover different secrets. So yeah, great game. I love it. I don't think any Harry Potter game, aside from Hogwarts Legacy, has topped it. And even then, I don't know, I still love Prisoner of Azkaban, the game. So yeah. Okay, next, Mortal Kombat, Deception, and Armageddon. So you must be wondering why a 7 or 8-year-old is playing this game. Well, I don't know, but I'm happy I did because they are both great games. So Mortal Kombat obviously is a fighting game. You could fight, you could do arcade mode in both games. They're different kinds though, like Armageddon, it's like a pyramid, and then like the other one, it's like a mountain sort of. But yeah, Scorpion was always my character growing up. But as I grew older, not Bruce Lee, but he was inspired by Bruce Lee. Liu Kang became my top fighter. So yeah, big on Scorpion and Liu Kang. But both games, we'll just start with Deception. Deception had a story mode as well, where you played as Shujinko, and it was kind of semi-open world or whatever. And I have a lot of good memories with that, with the music and with just the atmosphere in general. It was a very weird game, but I also really loved the story mode, or what they call conquest mode. It was a beautiful game. Well, not beautiful, but beautiful memories from the game. And then as for Armageddon, it was more linear, the conquest mode. So you just went around, going about your mission. But it had something, you played as Taven, by the way. Don't mind the toilet or whatever. As for Armageddon, they had a create a fighter mode, which was super awesome. You could essentially create your own fighter, and then you could pit your fighter against other characters in the game. So I always thought that was super cool. As you can see, I tried to create Johnny Lawrence from Cobra Kai. Didn't really go too well, but yes, Mortal Kombat, Deception, Armageddon were fantastic games. Next, Scooby-Doo, Night of 100 Frights. This game I played at my daycare. So daycare, you could go, I think, kindergarten or even younger to 6th grade. So at my daycare, they had, basically what they had was I think it was a PlayStation 2 as well. And they had the Scooby-Doo game, and so you had to take turns, obviously, so I would play it and only get a little bit, only be able to play a little bit of it, but I don't know, I always thought it was a cool concept, and the sound effects and whatnot were great, and I'd get a lot of nostalgia from it. Next is Scooby-Doo Unmasked. Now this was a game I thought was the Scooby-Doo game because eventually I had my mom buy it, because I was not able to play Night of 100 Frights, or Night of 100 Frights, and basically I had my mom buy it for me, what I thought was a Night of 100 Frights, but it wasn't. It was Unmasked, but I still enjoyed Unmasked. It was a fun game, and whatnot, and but I had a lot of fun with it too. It's a different game, but it's kind of the same. It's the same sort of concept as Night of 100 Frights. So, yeah, great game. Next, Burnout Takedown. Now, this game was super fun because you essentially had different modes, like race mode, crash mode, or rage mode. I can't remember the name of it. But there's one mode where you drive around and just try to take out cars. And it was super great. Kind of had this cringy narrator you had to listen to named Stryker. I mean, he's cringy but endearing. I mean, I look back on it and I kind of cringe, but at the time I thought it was super cool, as a 7-8-year-old. Yeah, Burnout Takedown, great game, super fun. It's kind of crazy. The like how the takedown animations and stuff are super cool, and it's kind of ahead of its time, actually. Really fun stuff, though. Last but not least, Spider-Man 2. Now, I grew up with Tobey Maguire as my Spider-Man. He was always my Spider-Man. He always will be. He's the OG for me. But Spider-Man 2 was great. I would go around, and it has probably the best web-swinging mechanics out there, even now. I mean, Marvel Spider-Man 1 and 2, both are great, but Spider-Man 1 or Spider-Man 2 is great, and I had a lot of fun swinging around, beating up criminals. It was another game that I did not beat, but it was really fun and stuff, and it had the characters. It had Tobey Maguire voicing Spider-Man / Peter Parker. It had Kirsten Dunst. It had Alfred Molina. It had spacing on his name right now. He played Harry Osborn. Oh my gosh, James Franco. But it was a great game, and it also had Bruce Campbell himself, who voiced the narrator, and he is absolutely hilarious.
Welcome back, I guess. I'm sure you miss me more than I miss you. Anyway, things have changed around here since last time, so they dragged me back at great expense to explain what's up. Well, I'm not sure how you managed to die. I mean, seriously, unless you're a professional game tester, there's no reason for you to be dying yet. Oh, and if you are a professional game tester, good job. Keep up the good work. Okay, hold up. Last time I checked, you were still Spider-Man. You know, fancy outfit, fights crime while swinging from building to building. So where's the swinging? If you're just gonna run everywhere, then I'm gonna be forced to say hurtful things that I'll regret later, and neither of us want that. So just swing. Whoa, hang on. Stop the music. Cut. Okay, you and me, we need to have some words. The swinging. What? You don't like it? You think you're too good for it? Maybe like not good enough, right? Is it the pressure? You got a little performance anxiety going on? Well, that's all right. Now, personally, I don't know anything about that, but I've heard it's rough. Anyway, let's ease up on you for a little bit. Just slow everything down, take away the pressure. Just breathe. Just get to class in your own good time, okay? But you really gotta swing. Practice, read the stuff in the box down there in the corner, and everything will be okay. Okay? Okay.
He actually voices a narrator in all 3 Spider-Man movie games, and of course, you know, he obviously was in all 3 Spider-Man movies because he had a great, relationship with Sam Raimi because of the Evil Dead movies, which Sam also directed. So just great game. It just gave me a lot of good memories, and yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I promise I will make more ASMR videos that are, more sound related instead of just sort of small little rants or whatever. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, it'd be awesome if you left a thumbs up and a comment. And I'm hoping actually to start Twitch streaming or streaming on YouTube as well. So if you are interested in that sort of content and not just ASMR related content, I might be doing that too, so be on the lookout. And yeah, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I think I said that like twice now. Anyways, peace, guys.